it take to get it out back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back. I don't care how long it take to get it out back. All my niggas outside, steak.
How do you want it? How does it feel? Coming up as a homie in the cash game, living in the fast lane, I'm for real. How do you want it? How does it feel? Coming up as a homie in the cash game, living in the fast lane, I'm for real. Love the way you activate your hips and put your ass out. Got a homie wanting this so bad I'm about to pass out. Wanna dig you, and I can't even lie about it, baby. Just a lady at your clothes, time to fly better, catch you at a club. Shit, you got me feeling body talking shit to me, but I can't comprehend the meaning. And if you wanna roll with me, then here's your chance. Stupid lady on the freeway, police catch me if you can. Give me, I'm a rider, still I'm just a simple man. All I want is money, fuck the fame, I'm a simple man. Mr. International, player with the passport, just like a Latin bitch. Get you anything you ask for, it's either him or me. Champagne, Hennessy, your favorite of my homies. When we floss on the enemies with the Sesame Creek to a low speed. Peep, what a hoe need, but some more weed funk you don't need. Approaching hoochies with a passion, been a long day, but I've been driven by attraction in a strong way. Your body is banging, baby, I love it when you blow the time to give it to daddy, baby. Now tell me how you want it. How do you want it? How does it feel? Coming up as a homie in the kid.
First off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West side when we ride, come quick again. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust some bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus be trying to see me weak, hops are real. Biggest smalls and Jordan Mafia, some mock ass bitches. We keep on coming while we're running for your jewels. Steady gunning, keep on busting up them fools. You know the rules. Little Caesar, go ask your homie how I leave you. Get your young ass up, see you in pieces. Now be deceased. Little king, so fuck around with real G's. Quick to snatch your ugly ass up the streets with the full piece. And let the niggas know it's on for life. Don't let the west side ride at night. Bad boys murdered on wax and kill. Fuck with me and get your caps peeled. Grab your Glocks from your seat to park. Call the cops from your seat to park.
And I put like a little, it's not little, it's like a 6 foot, but it's still cute. And what I didn't know, my kids enjoy it. Like right now, my middle son, the 14-year-old, is sitting, you know, because on the weekends, my mama daycare is closed. So I'm off on the weekends. So he's in the living room where the first tree is at. And he just over there chilling. And I walked out. I was like, why is it all dark? I'm get the flicking on like it looks better when all the lights off because all the trees and the lights, it just look good. Excuse me, sir? Are you into decor? Okay, never mind. Anyway, let me stop telling that man business like that. But hello, everybody that's walking into the building. I appreciate you guys. Hello, money boy. Money boy. Oh, I'm not even getting to this part yet, ma'am. Listen, that's another part of life. The wrapping of gifts, that's like folding clothes. I'm gonna do that towards the end of child. It'd be the 23rd. I'm so lazy when it comes to wrapping. But my oldest, I keep calling him my oldest, my middle. He was like, let me and then the way he walks up on me, like, hey, let me wrap some of them gifts for you. No, nosy, no. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta knock. You know, I got to authenticate these situations. I be getting. Never mind. Knock. Who is it? Grayson.
George Chick calling you.
Grayson. You didn't FaceTime me today. I didn't see your face.
I'm in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't want to see you in the bathroom, ma'am. Thank you, but no thank you.
She said, I'm in the bathtub, silly.
Oh, she said bath. I said, well, I thought she said bathroom. Oh, she said you're in the bathtub, silly. Oh. Hey, Grayson. Hello, Money Boy.
Hello.
So I was just over here rambling, doing my rambling monologue. No pun intended, rambling. Don't go live on me rambling. I just meant rambling. Oh, guess what, Trey? You know what I heard through the grapevine today? And I'm just going to speak on that for 2 seconds. And it was funny. And I'm also going to say, ladies over there, you guys are fucking clever. You guys are fucking clever. So there was a Saturday chit chat with Crayola today. Now, why I was clever is because my cousin in New York, she does a Saturday live, where she speaks on women issues and things about women. And then they added chit chat. I said, look at them. That was clever. That was cute. I was like, look at y'all. But yeah, that's all the time y'all gonna get for that. What's she doing? Leave she alone. Nah. So, anywho, I seen up above in my comments on this live, I seen where Mad said, where do you find these stories from? Listen, I don't try to find stuff. I just be nosy all over the place. But I also already knew about Morgan and his stepdaughter. What I didn't know, well, I'm going to get into the commentary because I want to hear what you guys have to say, because this man, I don't know. Of course, he's not in jail. Okay, because the granddaughter at the time that he did start dealing with his granddaughter was of age. But he met her when she was a child. So it's almost, if you guys know Mia Farrow and Woody Harris. Mia Farrow and Woody Harris was married. Woody Harris is is he a director or producer? He's something like that. Okay, Mia Farrow was his wife at the time, and they
Wood Harris.
No, Woody. No, it's a white guy, not Wood Harris. That's a black man. Woody Harris. I mean, Woody. Am I saying his name wrong?
Woody Harrelson.
Not. He's a director. Not Woody. Not the one from
White Men Can't Jump and Cheers.
No, not him. Not him. I'm talking about the director. Mia Farrow and his name is close to you. Just now I'm on a tongue twister. Hold on. Woody Allen. What did I call him? I call him Woody Harris. Woody Allen.
Woody Harris.
I'm sorry, not Woody Harris. No, not from White Man Can't
You
Jump.
got everything but Woody Allen.
I said Woody. Well, my bad. Woody Allen. Sorry. Mia Farrow. Well, I got the wife name right then. Mia Farrow and Woody Allen adopted a little girl from Asia. Okay. Like, I think she was an infant when they adopted her. Woody Allen, after he got a divorce from Mia Farrow, ended up marrying his adoptive daughter. I was like, whoa. But see, this is not brand new in Hollywood, or Hollyweird, as they call it. Because there was another producer that ran off to the UK when he got caught being with a 13-year-old, and he was still making movies. His movie was still being nominated and winning Oscars off his movies, but they couldn't do nothing to him because he was in another country. Woody Allen is in America, and so is Morgan Freeman. I brought Woody and Mia up to just say, Morgan grew up with this little girl, his granddaughter, from a baby. And now, yikes. I was just like,
wait, is it his granddaughter?
Step granddaughter.
So she really not related to him.
No, but
Okay, okay. It's still weird, but as long as there's no incest involved, cool. Now we can move forward. It's still
no.
gonna be weird, but as long as we know there ain't no blood, we're not dealing with no PP type situation. Cool.
Oh my gosh, Trey. I can't stand you. But no, that's true. That's true. That's true. It's his step granddaughter, but he knew her since she was a baby. Like he raised her mama. So
So it's like
that,
the other guy that married the little girl that he claimed he helped raise, and everybody was in the outrage over.
I need a name. What other guy?
I guess a couple years, well, like a year back, he was like 50 or something, and he used to date the mama or something like
Oh,
that.
yes. Yeah, but
Same same type situation.
yeah. The only difference is he didn't just have to give her his wife's daughter weed and money. Like that story. I know a story. I remember that story because she ended up marrying him. But yeah, the mama was dating the dude, and when she found out they was effing, he would just said, "Shit, I just had to give the mama some weed and a little bit of money, and she was good." I remember that story. I wonder what happened to that story. That story just got. I'm gonna have to look that story up and see. I need to follow up on that because you're right. That was about maybe a year and a half ago. The little 19-year-old married her. Yeah. Mm-mm. So, anywho, fair use. I hope. I'll find out later. I'm just gonna listen to because I heard some things that I didn't know about the granddaughter after the fact, and I'm gonna just review this other content creator salon and figure out what's going on. Because when I heard about this storyline and this story about Morgan, because I was just over there talking to Miss Douglas over in on JJ panel, and Miss Douglas was like, yeah, and like that ain't nothing new. And I was like, yeah, it's not new, but some new developments happened since then. Like her being killed. That's my son, and he got his headphones on playing. Child, you laughed at the wrong time. Oh shoot, hold on. You know I'm slow. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate anybody that's coming through. I gotta finish watching my little TV show too that I've been watching. Y'all know I be stealing
I
content.
found a disturbing story involving Morgan Freeman. The headline reads, Morgan Freeman had an affair with stepdaughter who was murdered. There is a lot to unpack from this story. Adena Hines told her boyfriend Lamar and others that her grandfather engaged in a sexually inappropriate relationship with her. This situation sounds a lot like Woody Allen, but it's not Woody Allen.
Now, this is the thing. He was going out, like the pictures I found a lot of pictures of them together. And I only chose 2 of them, but the pictures I found to put on my thumbnail with them, they were really outside. They were outside. Like it was kind of like, ooh, like, I don't know. And nobody really said nothing. You know, Morgan played the voice of God, and he played all these roles, and nobody really just say anything about it. It's just like, that's why I say it's like the curious case of Morgan Freeman. Like he's actually getting away with nobody saying nothing about this shit. But I ain't gonna even bring R. Kelly up. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna be quiet.
Allen, because we're talking about Morgan Freeman. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a super popular actor, director, and narrator. He's best known for his distinctive deep voice and various roles in a variety of film genres. Morgan is currently 80.
And Morgan from Memphis. Morgan. I don't like it.
55 years old, but he's been in Hollywood for a very long time, and he's had a bumpy road along the way.
8 women are accused.
Did he say he's 85 years old? Morgan Freeman, when he first started, when he was on an electric company, because I remember electric company now, y'all. I am old. I'm 77, baby. But I don't know if y'all remember the electric company. That fool looked at 40 then. The fuck? Well, that makes sense. I'm 45, 40. Yeah, when I was born. Damn, you were 40 on the electric company. Morgan, you were just old.
Accusing actor Morgan Freeman of inappropriate behavior and harassment. The women alleged they were subject to unwanted touching and comments.
In this video, we're not going to focus on the women who have come forward against Morgan Freeman, but we're going to talk about the relationship he had with his step-granddaughter. So Adena Hines is the daughter of Dina, and Dina was Morgan's stepdaughter from his first marriage to Jeanette. The couple divorced in 1979, and Morgan raised Adena. That part is super.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I know what you're saying, Trey. Even though it's not blood, it's like you raised the mama from the baby bed. The mama got pregnant, had a baby. Just, I don't know. I don't want to put no allegations on nobody, but child.
Super freaky because Morgan is 45 years older than Adena, and he had been part of her life ever since she was a little girl. We found out about this affair because Morgan was divorcing his wife, Myrna, who he had been with for about 25 years. Let's start off by talking about
so he was with his wife for 25 years and sought comfort in dealing with her granddaughter.
how we even got here, because at some point these two supposedly wanted to get married. So how did we even get to this point? So just to make it very clear, Morgan Freeman adopted Dina while he was married to Jeanette. But then after he divorced from Jeanette, he married Myrna, and he raised Adena together.
7-year-old Adena Hines is the granddaughter of Morgan's first wife, but she was raised by Morgan and his second wife, Myrna. Myrna apparently filed for divorce last August. Just a few weeks before that, Freeman was seen at the Dark Knight premiere with Adena, where...
Okay, hold on. Now, listen. Who are these men in this world? So it makes it easier to go ahead and adopt these children just to end up marrying them. Ugh. I don't know.
Witnesses said the two looked unusually close.
So let's talk about what we know. So Adena is the granddaughter of Morgan's first wife, Jeanette, and was raised by Morgan since she was, quote, a little girl. Like I mentioned earlier, Morgan was with Myrna for about 25 years, and ultimately their relationship ended because of this affair. Myrna confronted Morgan, and he agreed to leave Adena alone. But Myrna had no idea that their relationship continued for years.
Once Freeman's wife found out about the secret affair, she filed for divorce, and now the Inquirer is claiming that once proceedings go through, he and Hines are set to wed, along with countless other newspapers. Morgan has led her to believe that he wants to marry her, is what we heard from a family insider. Whenever I hear about stuff like this, I think of, well, number one, legally, we're not saying legally there's any problem here. I don't know what state this would happen in. I don't even know what the legal thing is. But morally, do you have a problem with this, with a 72-year-old with a 27-year-old, or what it was when this began, apparently, 62-year-old with a 17-year-old?
That's a good question. He's 72, she's 27. I get it. Got it. Good. The point is that he actually raised her mother, which is not blood. It was his stepdaughter. Would this be considered grooming at this point? Because at the end of the day, he was in the household with the daughter first, the mother rather. Now the mother, and where is the... So they just all was sitting around here while this man, there's something, and yeah, there is the legal part of it, right? There's no allegations that he did anything to anybody as they were a minor. It's just like they say, the moral part of this is he's dealing with a stepdaughter that he raised from the mama to the daughter. But then that's me casting judgment on people when I don't even know their circumstances, and I should not do that. That's not right to do something like that. Cast judgment. That's, yeah.
Personally, I do have a problem with this age gap.
This man walked in. Hey, Scorpio lady. See, Scorpio lady, you ain't blocked. I took you off the unblock list, G. Miss Tawana, Miss Aries. What's up, Joy? You little now I'm just oh, you that's all I was like, what? But you know, the other truth hurts that be over there with Myron, because I got two truth hurts in my life right now. You know, I got the woman and I got the man truth hurts, and he be over there with Myron. He always called me little head. This fool walked in and said little shit. I'm trying not to be a little shit. I'm trying. I know I'll be getting on people's nerves. I was minding my business today. I think I was in the grocery store fucking with people, but that was the most I did. All right, so is it morally accepted that at the end of the day, Morgan Freeman was messing with his step granddaughter that he raised because he raised her mother?
Especially because their relationship started when she was a minor. And if it wasn't for this divorce with Myrna, we would have no idea, because after they started divorcing, a bunch of insiders went to the press and shared what they know. The relationship between the actor with step-granddaughter began when she was a teen. It also looks like this affair that...
Now, hold on. That's too fast. Now, teen, you know, because R. Kelly... Hey, let me stop playing with R. Kelly. When R. Kelly was on that interview with that dude from BET, he like, when you say teen, what you mean? Nigga, he mean teen. But that's cute, because you got 18, 19. Okay? And then in certain states, 16, 17 can be consensual. So if he was messing with his step-grand, trying to rationalize the situation still just puzzles me, because, bruh, you raised your step-granddaughter. You raised her mama, which was your stepdaughter, under the household of your wife. And now you're dating the granddaughter. None of this makes sense. I don't even know why I even try. I don't even know what I'm doing. I just need to be quiet. Because I'm trying here, Morgan. I'm trying, G. Your old ass out here just fucking with people. This nigga been old since the day he was born. It's just ridiculous. He know what he was doing. Morgan,
Morgan had with his step-granddaughter resulted in another relationship ending. Not only did he divorce his wife, Myrna, but he also had to break up with his longtime mistress, Mary Joyce Hayes. I'm not entirely sure why the mistress and Morgan had a falling out, but the reports claim it's directly tied to his affair with his step-granddaughter. So maybe this woman learned about it and realized that she doesn't want to be with a man like this. Here's one example of when Morgan pushed the boundaries when it comes to Adena. So Myrna said that Adena told her that when she was a teenager, she and Morgan went to dinner at a friend's house one evening. Both had been drinking, and when they returned home, Morgan attempted to have sex with her. It looks like things did move forward, and they stopped just short of having intercourse. So they did fool around, but they didn't actually go all the way. Adena explained to Myrna that,
oh my God, that's Morgan. What is you out here doing? So he got tipsy and got a little flirty with his step-granddaughter. Okay.
that she stopped Morgan from going any further.
Close to the family tells the mag that when Adena was a teenager, she told Myrna that Morgan attempted to have sex with her. Myrna confronted Morgan and he agreed to leave Adena alone, but the relationship continued for years. The alleged affair is reportedly what caused Myrna to file for divorce after 25 years of marriage. The source says Morgan is trying desperately to keep his divorce out of open court, so all the shameful facts won't become public.
What's interesting about this case is it seems like Morgan doesn't hide his relationship with Adena. They're very public about their close bond. There have been several events where Adena has joined Morgan Freeman on the red carpet, and she's even been part of some of his projects. She was an aspiring actress, so it kind of makes sense, you know, he was helping her get into the scene. but nobody thought anything of it because she was introduced as his granddaughter. So when he would bring her around to events, they thought it was a cute, grandfather and granddaughter relationship. Wow. But really, it was much more than that.
Adena Hines, Morgan Freeman's beloved granddaughter, often walked the red carpet at his side. She even told Inside Edition how good he looked.
I'm a fashionable guy, he doesn't have to worry about it.
It's so uncomfy to see them interact on the red carpet.
Morgan, this is just making me just, you just, I don't know what to say. Where's the mama at? Grandma, I know you divorced him, but child, this man was. So what they're saying is if that divorce wasn't coming up, nobody would have known about Morgan and his stepdaughter. Okay. And still, Hollywood still let him be. I think Morgan still was making movies and still living his best life after this. No stigmas, no scarlet letters wrote on his chest, nothing. Shit, to be honest with you, the brown teeth he got, child. Morgan.
Because now that we know that they have more than just a granddaughter-grandfather relationship, it's bizarre to see. And at some point, it seems like Morgan had led Adena to believe that he wants to marry her. Quote, becoming Miss Morgan Freeman has been Adena's goal. I wish I knew what Morgan was.
Oh my God, you know how crazy that sounds? This little girl was raised in this man's home and she wanted to be. Do you know what that looks like? When someone is being groomed, this was a young girl that fantasized about being Mrs. Morgan Freeman. This is a child. Well, not now, but as a child, she grew up with this man. Why would she feel like when she got older, she would want to be Mrs. Morgan Freeman? Man, y'all better what these kids, y'all better, you women.
Telling Adena throughout the years. And if she wasn't murdered, we probably would know. But we'll talk about that murder in a second. Because I was shocked to read that it was Adena's goal to become pregnant by Morgan Freeman. She thought if she were to get pregnant by him, then he would marry her and they would be together forever. Which I cannot imagine how the media would take this if this had happened. But eventually their relationship ended, and it ended back in 2002 because Morgan supposedly started dating an accountant named Ellie. That was also the same year that Adena and Morgan had denied their relationship. So at this point, it seems like they were done, which made it really convenient for Morgan because if he was exposed by Adena for having a relationship, his career.
Scorpio lady, I don't know. I was trying to well, maybe you can see it. My bad. You can see it. I thought I did something. When I pushed on it, I was trying to I don't know why my thing, as much cursing and shit talking I do, my sometimes it holds people comments. So I thought I was trying to show it and they say another moderator took care of it, but I thought I thought I had hid you. No, I didn't. I mean erased it, but I didn't. All the mess I be talking up here and then certain things like you only said he ugly and he skinny. I don't know about the skinny part, but yeah, Morgan.
Career would be over. But at this point, I mean, thinking back to 2012, there's still the possibility that Adena could come forward and speak out. So it's even more convenient that she was killed. So Adena had a long-term relationship with a man named Lamar. And Lamar admitted that they had a violent relationship. He claims that their disagreements are very emotionally intense, but they're a lot more than just emotionally intense. Because in 2015, Adena was stabbed 25 times by her drug-induced boyfriend, Lamar.
Morgan Freeman's step-granddaughter is found stabbed to death outside her New York City apartment, and police say her boyfriend is the killer.
So it turns out that Lamar was high on PCP when he killed Adena. And this is a type of drug that makes you hallucinate. It can change your mood. One of my uncles used to be super addicted to it. And he said, when you're on it, you just want to rip your clothes off and run around crazy because.
Now, this is what caught my attention because after everything that I had knew when I first found out about him and his step granddaughter years ago, I had no idea that her boyfriend she was dead. So that's why it was interesting to me. Then it brings me back to the thought process of this young girl probably has been so much psychologically damaged as far as the mental abuse, the emotional abuse, just I can't even say sexual abuse because they're not disclosing what age and when did this start. But there was something going on where this girl wanted to marry her grandfather. She was happy to be on red carpets with him. She felt powerful. She felt just like, oh my God, I'm with this star, and here I am, even though he was married to my grandmother and he raised my mom. I'm the lady of the hour now. I'm the highlight of his life right now. And just for her life to be placed in this point where she's with a man that's on PCP, and like he said, he's going to get to the point, because I didn't know emotionally that she was confiding into this man about everything that was going on in her life. It's I know I was making jokes earlier, but it's heartbreaking because I don't really know what this young girl went through being raised by this man for her to end up dead, because she was still emotionally attached to the fact that she was with Morgan Freeman, and he's just walking his brown teeth, just looked like he got Jonas in his eyes, old ass, just walking around here, just no, I ain't gonna put no.
How old is this young lady?
When she died, I think she was now 27, 28. I don't know. I know they started. No, it was after Morgan. She was 27. I think she's like 30 now.
So we're gonna act like she ain't know no better, like she just was duped.
No, what I'm gonna act like, and what I just said was, I don't know when whatever they situation started. I was just making a point that this girl thought she was gonna marry Morgan Freeman when she was raised by him as a young girl, like a baby. Just to
Who would make her think she was married by him though?
Because he was messing with her. You must ain't been listening. She said when they went out one night, they came back from somewhere, they was drinking, and he tried to have sex with her, but she stopped them at that instant. She told her own think the current wife at the time, not even the grandma, because the grandma was the one married to him. His new wife is who she confided in. Here come Trey. Go ahead, Trey. Y'all just gonna act like I know what it is. I'm just, I gotta show some compassion now. The girl,
it's bath time, so I'm in and out, and I just walked in here and you say that.
Oh, yeah. No, well, we're on a part now where she got killed by her boyfriend that's high off of PCP. He stabbed her to death because he got tired of hearing her tell him stories about what was going on between her and Morgan Freeman. This is said by the boyfriend, not me. That wasn't my words. That was his. So, hey, Cynthia, good sis in the building. JJ, I appreciate you. Not for real. I was up there just running my damn mouth. I didn't know the lie. I got a text from Cynthia. She's like, yeah, bro said he just ended the live. I'm like, me and Miss Douglas was just up there just talking. Oh, my goodness. You know what, JJ, this fool said, did Morgan Freeman use his narrative? Y'all can't be serious for nothing. He probably did. Hey, granddaughter. Yeah, he probably did.
So you've got a lot of different things going on in your mind. Even though this situation seems entirely separate from Morgan's relationship with Adena, it's not. Before she was murdered, Morgan Freeman's step-granddaughter told her boyfriend that the actor had been secretly sleeping with her, confirming years-old claims about their affair. Before we get into what we learned in court, let's talk about this killing and what led up to it. Because the same day that she was murdered, they went out to dinner, and it seemed like they were having a great time. Even though these two had a great time at dinner, they have problems. And at this point, they keep accusing each other of being unfaithful in their relationship, which I guess led to Adena being killed. Lamar and Adena were outside their apartment in Washington Heights, where he stabbed her more than a dozen times, and she was found lying in the street outside her home at 3 a.m. She was so close to getting to her apartment, but she just didn't make it.
What we do know is that they were out to dinner, according to friends, just hours before this incident happened outside her apartment. People who were at dinner with them described them as being ecstatic. It seemed like they were very happy. So, as far as how long they were together, there are some pictures that are going back a couple of months showing them together. So they seem to have known each other a little while, but we're not quite sure exactly when they started dating.
There were a ton of witnesses when it comes to this situation. People claim that they heard her screaming out his name, Lamar. Others claim they saw Lamar shouting things like, quote, "Get out, devils. I cast you out, devils. In the name of Jesus Christ, I cast you out," while he was stabbing Adena. So the PCP was really working.
Adena Hines was found around 3 a.m. on Sunday. She had multiple stab wounds, and police had been called there were multiple witnesses, one of them had called 911. And Hines was just about 100 feet away from the building where she lived with the suspect, Lamar Davenport. And he's been charged with second-degree murder as of this morning.
So clearly this man is in some type of psychosis. I mean, he continues to stab even though she's clearly dead. One witness named Jared explains how he tried to pull Lamar off of Adena during the attack. Quote, "I tried to separate them. I grabbed him by the back of his belt and pulled him." But then Jared lost grip and claims that Lamar then launched at Adena again to continue stabbing her. Another witness named Xavier called emergency services and claims that he saw Lamar mounting her. He was basically sitting on her hips as he was stabbing her. He also says that he saw Adena was kicking. She was...
This is so sad. This is just everything. No, Nunya, you can't leave. You can't leave. It's in court documents that he did have a relationship with his step-granddaughter. There's a court documents between the ex-wife and the conversations that the granddaughter put out. They only came out with it because Morgan wanted to close out the divorce really quickly so that the shit wouldn't get out there. But yeah, I'm sorry. I know, Nunya, it's gonna be okay. This is everybody brown tooth granddaddy over there. Come sit on my lap. That's what he come sit on my lap. Bring me that bourbon and come sit on my lap. That's what he was saying. This is his step granddaughter. He raised her mama. He raised her. He adopted this little girl. And she just died like that. Just, you never know.
Struggling at the beginning, really not too much towards the end.
And the witnesses say that he had some really strange things to say. I think we have a little bite from a witness. Let's listen to that and I'll get your reaction.
I heard the guy say something about devil be gone or Jesus and God. And I said, uh-oh.
He was kneeling over her, screaming about God has arisen. I mean, he was totally off the ranch.
I watched somebody get murdered. That's nothing I could do to call the police.
I can't imagine being in that situation because really, what do you do? I mean, that one guy tried to intervene, but he really couldn't do much. And it's really scary because clearly Lamar isn't in the right state of mind.
The suspect, Lamar Davenport, is an aspiring actor and wannabe rapper. He was said to be in a drug-induced haze when the stabbing took place. You had a clear view of this whole thing.
Disturbingly clear.
Neighbor George Hudachko witnessed the stabbing from his apartment window. When his hand was going up and down, what was he saying?
He was still saying, "Demon, be out. Demon, I command you, gone."
Brendan Tarafa also witnessed the horror. You were just up here in this window, just 4 floors up.
Yeah, that's right. And I saw her laying on the ground right here. She wasn't moving.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there were still blood stains on the street.
Hey, room shaker.
I just can't even get that image out of my mind. Ugh. So Lamar was on the hook for second-degree murder and is facing a maximum of 25 years in prison. But at this point, he was trying to pursue an insanity defense. He claims that if he did not take the PCP, he would have never murdered Adena. In my opinion, he did not have the capacity to appreciate the wrongfulness of his actions. So they're trying to get him off because he was on drugs and not mentally well, which I think is a BS excuse in my opinion. But ultimately, this situation went to court, and when we went to court, we learned a little bit more about Morgan's relationship with Adena. So there were some text messages shared in court where Lamar and Adena were talking about having a break before Adena's death. So they were having some issues up until her passing. We also saw messages where Adena was telling Lamar that she was having issues with an older man. I wonder who this older man is. Adena was quoted writing, "I didn't ask him for advice. I blocked him for myself, not for you, because men who equal grandpa feelings don't need to be in my life at all." So at this point, she was telling Lamar that she had blocked Morgan Freeman because she doesn't need to have those like emotional feelings with a grandpa. Lamar's lawyer, Beth, said in court that Adena had told Lamar and others that her grandfather engaged in a sexually inappropriate relationship with her. This is damning information because what's said in court typically is true, because if it's not, you're committing perjury. Lamar replied to Adena and wrote, quote, "When it comes to your grandfather, there's a submissive love that will always be there." So at this point, Lamar realized that there's a relationship between them.
So this is the step granddaughter texting her boyfriend, telling him, yeah, my grandfather, there's a submissive relationship that she's in. Yeah. This is too much. This is too much. Now, I won't agree with when he said, what you say in court, it got to be true. Otherwise, niggas lie in court all the time. They do. But it's the text messages for me. She's texting her boyfriend how she's been feeling about this relationship with Morgan Freeman. Ding, 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 ding. And I don't know, the pressure, the PCP. I don't know. But maybe she was dealing with her own demons as well. I don't know about a toxic, how you say that? A toxicology. What was in her system? I don't think that ever came out. So if you're with, I don't know, and you can't even say if you with somebody to do PCP, you must do things. I'll just be blowing my own spot up because old crack over there fucking with me, and I can't say that her significant or her ex was doing that either. But when a child is subjected to, I'm gonna say this once again, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, growing up as an adult, yeah, they do have the choices. But if their mind is already warped into that mind frame, and this girl said that she thought she was going to be the next Mrs. Morgan Freeman. This is the granddaughter speaking like this. The granddaughter. Morgan raised her mother. Her mother got pregnant with her. They raised the granddaughter. Morgan adopted the granddaughter. So now she's living in this home 24/7. And as she gets older as an adult, after he divorces her grandmother, he starts dating the granddaughter that he adopted. So why wouldn't she think she's next on a high horse, and I'm gonna be the next big thing in his life, and he already has a mistress, and then he ends up getting married to another woman? How disadvantaged is that? How her mind is probably was all over the place. I'm not giving her no excuses. She was a little older at the time, but yeah, this is
that he can't even touch, that he can't affect because there's some type of submissive love there, which sounds really like grooming, in my opinion. Ultimately, Lamar is going to be in prison for a very long time for doing this. He was sentenced to 20 years in jail, which means he'll be like in his 40s or maybe early 50s when he's released. But what's interesting about this case is towards the very end, Lamar's mother had some things to say. And she claims that this is not like her son. He doesn't do things like this. And ultimately, him killing her is due to Morgan Freeman's relationship with her, which seems like a stretch, but I wanted to share this clip.
She says Morgan Freeman molested her and he caused this. He did this. Lamar Davenport's mother yelled to reporters as she was ushered out of the courtroom for shouting to her son when Justice Ellen Beeben handed down the 20-year sentence. He's innocent. It was an accident, she insisted. All right, so you guys just heard what she had to say. And I know a lot of people would dismiss it as just the rantings of a crazy mother. She's just mad that her son got 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Her son obviously killed her, you know, because he did it in front of people, pedestrians, in the middle of broad daylight. But like I said, the case never sat well with me because, you know, who just killed somebody while doing an exorcism in the middle of the street?
Maybe there is some connection there, maybe there's not, but we know that something happened here because it's been mentioned now in 2 court hearings, the divorce proceedings with Myrna and then this situation with Lamar. So we've heard in court multiple times that they have had a relationship, but these two continue. Well, Adena's no longer here, but they both were denying the relationship publicly when people were questioning it. Morgan Freeman's team put out a statement, quote, "The recent reports of any pending marriage or romantic relationship of me to anyone are defamatory fabrications from the tabloid media designed to sell papers." So he's denying this relationship, but he's like trying to sway it and claim that they're just trying to sell papers. But ultimately, like, who makes this up? Like, nobody just goes and makes this up for fun because that is defamatory. There wouldn't be so many people and so many insiders and sources sharing this, including Lamar, if it wasn't true. But when Adena was killed, of course, Morgan put out a statement that the world will never know her artistry and her talent and how much she had to offer.
The world will never know her artistry and talent and how much she had to offer. And he also thanked well-wishers for their tremendous outpouring of love and support.
There's no doubt in my mind that he's upset with her passing, but he also probably feels relieved because imagine if she grew up some more and she was like, you know what, I want to write a book about this or tell a movie or have a documentary, or like she lived through the Me Too era. Like there was so much opportunity for her to come forward later on, but she was murdered, which again is super convenient for Morgan Freeman, who has a problem. Like he's got a problem when it comes to making women feel uncomfortable and harassing them and things like that.
They are alleging the 80-year-old actor of unwanted touching, harassing language, and behavior that made women feel uncomfortable at work on his films, at publicity events, and even in press junkets. In fact, one of the women who wrote the article for CNN Online is one of the 8 women who are accusing the actor, the only one who is actually named in this report, saying the actor used inappropriate language during her interview with him on the movie Going in Style last year.
There's so much more.
See, I didn't even know. Listen. Hey, hold up. Not the electric company, Morgan Freeman. Morgan, you out here one-starting people. What you doing, G? You up here groping folks like Trump? I didn't even know it. Like, I get it, because none of you over here having a whole heart attack. Talking about, I don't want to believe it. Morgan out here groping, touching, he wilding. And see, we just look at, because he an old man, he look fragile and shit. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? That's that Morgan Freeman I know, sitting on the rooftop, trying to tell that little boy, you're 15. You're running around here, you're smoking crack with people. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? That's the Morgan I know, not the Morgan that's groping folks and touching titties and running and shit and giggling. Ooh, Morgan, go back to Joe Clark, sir. Go back to Joe Clark. For me. God damn it, man. I can't do this.
I could talk about when it comes to Morgan Freeman, because this is just one story about his granddaughter. But I feel really bad for Adena and her family and everyone involved. It's such an unfortunate situation. And if he did have a relationship with her, then he's going to hell. But I want to hear what you guys.
Morgan ain't going. The nigga is 85. His day is coming somewhere, somehow. Not today. He 85. He ain't gonna die no time soon. He's still kicking in. Well, anyways, I wasn't here for a long time. Just a little good time. Just wanted to come and speak on the little Morgan Freeman. You smoke crack, don't you? Money boy, what's going on for the rest of your evening? I seen, child, you do something to my soul when I'm looking at those premieres. I be feeling like, do I need to react to these premieres? Because, child, I forgot about this. I'll just be in the chat just talking my shit like, But I don't want to say too much of nothing. I do appreciate everybody that came through. You guys know what to do with my channel. You can like it, sub up to it. Y'all better make sure, talk to me down below in the comment section, because you know I'm going to say something back to y'all. Good or bad, it's always going to be good. It's always going to be good because that's just how it is. For me, that is. Jesse, you want to do your hold on 2 seconds.
Bye. You better like, subscribe, and hit those notifications. And I'm being serious, real serious.
All right, you guys, we about to get out of here. Hopefully somebody, child. Oh, y'all like and subscribe. Look, I got a, what's the name?
What did you get?
I got a super chat.
Can I?
You better run. You better run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby.
How much did they give you?
Enough for me. It's right there. All right, Jesse over here tripping. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yes, $10. I want to see y'all super chats. You demonetized ass. I could do it. I could do it too. Just wait.
I just want to point out, people be criticizing the amount that I send you, but notice their significant others never send them anything.
Period.
I don't care how long it take to get an op back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.